This week I was fortunate enough to attend a Migos concert in my home state of Minnesota. I thought some of you out there might be interested in hearing what that whole experience is like. This is my Migos concert review. To start, the venue.
It cool, you know what I'm saying? Something.
This concert was held in a small nightclub / event club. Could definitely only fit a few thousand, but it was almost at full capacity. They also had a mosh pit area, an upstairs balcony, and a VIP area for 21+. Next, the pre-show.
You know what I'm saying? This real gold right here.
This was the worst part of the show in my opinion, but other concerts might offer different experiences, so who am I to judge? The MC of the show did an okay job of getting everyone excited, but his timing was pretty poor. The show's start time was listed as 8 o'clock, and even though Migos didn't arrive till 10:30, he continued his attempts to hype up the crowd over and over, with little or no impact. To pass the time while we waited for Migos, they brought out local rappers to perform and get the crowd excited for the main event. This was a bust, as most of the rappers were fairly unknown to the crowd, and each rapper had a difficult time getting anyone excited.
Y'all ready for the Migos?
Each time the MC would come on stage, the audience would get hopeful that he would announce the arrival of the rappers everyone had came to see. But he continued bringing out more and more Minnesotan rappers. Nothing against them, they just weren't getting the job done.
Next rapper you bring out better be named Quavo, Offset, or Takeoff, or I'm bring him out!
After a while, they ran out of rappers and sent a DJ out to play some radio hits. Surprisingly enough, the DJ's SoundCloud playlist got the crowd more excited than the previous rappers had. After 30 minutes of this, DJ Jarrell came out and started getting all set up, bringing the announcement that the Migos were in the building. The pre-show.
Mine's real 24 karat gold.
Everyone got their phones out and were ready to record in case the 3 rappers came out, but it was another 10 minutes later after sound checks were finished that DJ Jarrell told us how the Migos asked him to specifically play this next song. Being cynical, I thought this was yet another attempt to excite the crowd, just by mentioning their names. Peekaboo by Lil Yachty featuring the Migos began to play through the speakers, and the crowd grew more and more excited. The chorus began to play, and just when the song reached the point where Offset would start rapping, the Migos came out to thunderous excitement. The actual show.
Real chicken with the real season on now. You know what I'm saying? Mama eat chicken.
When Migos began to perform, the experience was surreal. After watching clips and listening to their music daily for so long, and then to see those rappers stand 5 feet away from you performing their craft, the experience is undescribable. The actual performance was fantastic. They each had great energy, and even their ad-libbing seems very natural in a live performance. As far as their song selection goes, they picked a lot of their newer songs from Culture, including Get Right Witcha, What the Price, T-Shirt, and a few more. They performed a few older songs as well, such as Hannah Montana and Handsome and Wealthy. A key moment I noticed was during the song Bad and Bougie, when Quavo freestyled over Lil Uzi's verse. The exact lyrics I can't remember, but it was mostly about Minnesota. Speaking of which, the next song they played was just that, Lil Yachty's Minnesota featuring Quavo, which went over very well with the crowd, and even included freestyling and ad-libbing from both Takeoff and Offset. The Migos performance only lasted for about an hour, but I have to say it was still amazing. To conclude my review, I have to say this. If you have the chance to go to a Migos concert, do it. While most rappers and MCs work hard to pump up a crowd, these guys can do it with their presence alone. They have such an amazing effect on a room full of people that I believe you need to experience it in person to understand. YouTube videos do not do it justice. Ironic, right? Thanks for watching. Now that you know the story behind it, you'll be able to impress all your friends with your contemporary knowledge of live hip-hop performances. Consider subscribing, and remember, if I missed something in the video, it's because this is adequately explained. See you next time.
Yo, say what up to my 700 subscribers.